Olorogun Kenneth Gbagi, former Minister of State Education and one of the founding fathers of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, in Delta State, is a criminologist, lawyer, and business tycoon. Recently accompanied by his wife, daughters, and associates, Gbagi visited the corporate headquarters of Vanguard Newspapers, Lagos, where he had a chat with the Vanguard Board of Editors as part of his consultative rounds towards realizing his quest of succeeding Senator Ifeanyi Okowa as governor of Delta State in 2023. Gbagi hails from Oginibo, Inuhele, Delta Central. At the weekend, he also spoke to Vanguard on burning national issues, saying that Amotekun is the greatest achievement Nigeria has recorded in recent time. This is a very sensitive issue. My position remains the same 22 years after my last interview on the state of the nation. We as people are living in a deceitful life. We as a people have no fear of the Christian God, Muslim God, or any other God for that matter. I align myself with the thought process of American President Donald Trump, who said Nigerians are the most powerful people. They pray before they go into any meeting, lie through the meeting, and pray at the end, knowing fully well that they lied through the meeting. I cannot imagine people who are by themselves, by their conduct, inviting calamity into their lives, local government, state, and the nation. All we are seeing today in terms of insecurity and self-inflicted, self-made. What these people will derive as a result of this conduct of theirs worries me, and I don't know their intention, which cannot be anything than senseless. No sane person will go to bed and sleep well known that he is part of this whole arrangement called insecurity. I granted an interview during the Abacha regime titled "A Time to Cry." The country is bleeding to death, destruction, and extinction as a result of conduct that is unbelievably irresponsible. Why hold what you cannot manage? Why take what you cannot manage? We are all Nigerians. We have equal rights to become parts of the politics of this country. I am very sad that we have lost such a number of lives without even going to a civil war. We have become people that sleep with two eyes open as a country. Talking about insecurity, my position has not changed. I wonder why we use taxpayers' money to protect the Chief of Army Staff, Chief of Air Staff, Chief of Naval Staff, Director of the DSS, Police, IG, when the nation is in a state of comatose. I wonder why we are paying them. Have you seen the convoy of the service chiefs, their state commands, state commissioners, and brigades, etc.? They are protecting themselves rather than the taxpayers. It is a worrisome situation. Something must be done as a result of this state of emergency. If not, we are headed east. Unfortunately, lawlessness and anarchy, which will not help in any way. We are one country, one people, and owe ourselves the duty of life as one country. If we put the right things in place, insecurity will be a thing of the past. The greatest thing that has happened in our time and politically today as an achievement in favor of the populace is the birth of Amotekun. It is the only political landmark achievement we have recorded as a people. I used to lecture at the advanced wing of the police college from 1987. Then I advocated that the country as it is, just like America, it is impossible for one man to sit anywhere in Lagos or Abuja to say that he has a chain command across the country. It is an irresponsible claim. No human being, no genius can do it successfully. The fact is, break the police, as I advocated 28 years ago, into local government, state government, and federal or national police. This attitude of wanting to take and hold onto something you have no business holding and at the expense of taxpayers will not work. In fact, it is the responsibility of the taxpayers in Nigeria that has caused most of the problems. They don't demand their rights. How do you expect a commissioner of police posted to a state where he does not know what is happening in the nook and crannies to be effective? What is more worrisome to me is we have 774 local government areas. That's at least 774 divisional police officers, DPOs in Nigeria. All the DPOs, irrespective of crisis and what is going on in the local government areas, are promoted. This is a very discouraging situation. So even the policeman who wants to be active, they get promoted and get to the top as far as they can get before retiring without anybody bothering over what the man had done as DPO. Things don't work that way anywhere in the world. Their records. Take a look or go round in the night and see how porous the police have come to be, how discouraged and disgruntled the police are working in the country. There is no good feeling. No matter how brilliant or intelligent you are, you move when the average and dullest in your group move. In some regards, people who are the dullest but have contact have moved faster than people who are the most brilliant in the system. But it is by its own arrangement. The police is not meant to function properly or as a police that is supposed to be a protecting nation. What has happened to the nation police? It has been berated and destroyed and made to look as if it doesn't exist, like a lot of things in Nigeria. It is time we get people who understand this business to do the business for us. We have no business running the kind of police we run today. Let the people who are paying the bill participate in their policing. Break the police. Let the local government do what they are supposed to do. The people living there know themselves better. Let them produce their own policing. The same thing applies at the state level. Having an IG who wants to control the whole budget of the police and at the end of the day achieve nothing is an element of deceit that has destroyed us as a people. Breaking the police will be the greatest achievement anybody in Abuja can achieve. The comments changed the view I had of El-Rufai over the years. For the nation to drag itself to unnecessary bickering, political destruction and economic annihilation, El-Rufai's statement is one that must guide the process. Why he made the statement will not be the issue. The fact remains that as a people, power should move from one section to the other. Every section should have a bite on the leadership of the country. There is no monopoly of knowledge, irrespective of your population. I congratulate El-Rufai for making an honest statement, and as such, Nigerians should kill and say the truth bluntly. One of the problems we have is that most of those who have risen to top offices can't speak the truth. With the not having their turn 8 years, though President Muhammadu Buhari under the APC, whose second term is ongoing, and given the unwritten agreement on power rotation, power should move to the West in 2023. We now ask the West to produce a competent person of their choice. The West should bring out their best material. My position is every zone in the country should produce the president rotationally. His take on power rotation in Delta, given that since 1999 the governorship has been rotating among the 3 senatorial zones, starting with Delta Central, James Ibori, moved to Delta South, Emmanuel Draga, and now in Delta North, Ifeanyi Okowa. I was the chairman of zoning system for Senator Okowa to be governor, and in fact fought my kinsmen. Let us complete the cycle. That Delta has enjoyed peace. Delta has many ethnic groups with divergent opinions. One of the things we have done that has bound us together as a people is respecting these rotational movements. Having started a relay race that brought peace, a race that everybody believes in, I believe it is a better arrangement and it's good to allow the ship to sail in peace for the better progress of Delta. I am talking to Ibori because his influence is extremely important and vital as to how decisions will pan out. Ibori wants the best for Delta. He's a man of conscience. He realizes what I can offer. He knows I know what it takes to run the state. He knows I will do a fantastic job. I am in the best position to succeed Okowa and take Delta to the next level. Alongside Professor Sam Oyabayre, I helped to found the PDP in the state. I have what it takes to govern the state. I have the state very well. I know the state very well. It will be a win-win situation if I am elected. I am the biggest investor that has provided jobs for Deltans with personal resources, with state resources. Speed and work with will be a lot faster. and I will do more to lift many dentists out of poverty. The state is pregnant for development, and that I am capable of doing, and I will do it very well. Governor Okowa is highly focused. He is stronger than that. My consultations cannot distract him. I believe he is on course, and I would do anything to distract him. So guys, this man called Olorogun Kenneth Gbagi, former Minister of State Education and one of the founding fathers of the People's Democratic Party in Delta State. Of course, he has said a lot of things concerning how we have been running this country and what have you. The problem is that these people, they know what they are talking about, but by the time they get there, it's a different ball game entirely. You can imagine those who are in power. Do you want to tell me they don't know what is obtainable? They know what is obtainable, but greed, because everybody is always on. A lot of people are on the list. Some people will wait. Oh, let it when it comes to my turn, I will go there and do what I need to do. Not that they don't know, not that we don't have intelligent people, but because of this greed. Like I always say, we have all these principalities and powers across board that are working against their people. If you come out and say the North, they don't work in isolation. We have many of them working with them, cheering them up, because they have the population, because they have all these amajuris that they can use. Just like Shehu Sani said, they use them for election, they use them for another thing, census, and one other things like that. I can't remember the three things, because that is why the other people, they always work with the North. The North cannot do it without working with all those other people from all those other regions. So these people, they know what is obtainable. We have intelligent people, they know what is obtainable, but the greed is the problem. Wickedness of the highest order is the problem. In as much they are all in the same carcass, they don't care about the masses. Like this man that is talking now, I know at the end of the day he was talking about trying to sell himself, which I don't even have problem. That is not my concern. But he has spoken beautifully well. Call all of those people who are within this government. You want to tell me that the likes of Keyamo, the likes of Oshibajo and Ise Isage, they don't know what is obtainable? You want to tell me they don't know all of this? They know, but the political will to do all of this that is where we are having problem. Since 1960, a lot of things happened. But when we talk about since 1999 to date, you want to tell me that even when we have this democratic government uninterrupted, you want to tell me that those who have ruled this country since then, they didn't know what the right thing to do? They will quote things, they will speak, speeches here and there, rhetoric here and there. But when the power is being given to them, it's a different bomb game entirely. They love that power, but they don't want to do the right thing. This issue of Amotekun, of course, he has said a lot of things, beautiful things about it, which I wouldn't want to even dabble into. But the question is that he spoke beautifully well. But do you want to tell me that we don't have people in government, even when PDP was in power? We don't have people like this, or we don't have people like this even in this present administration. We have them, but because of lack of political will, they can't say anything, because of their selfish interest, because they just want the appointment, they want the power, and they don't know what to do with it. That is why they cannot talk. So it's really baffling. I wouldn't want to say much. I have said my opinion. I would like to hear from you what you guys think about what this man has said and what has been happening in the nation, even as we speak. Talking about Amotekun and every other thing. Leave your comments below and let's have your take. Thank you very much. Bye.